And we are live, I believe. Yes, no? Yeah, I think we're live. Hello, beautiful geeks. How is everybody doing today? Lewis here, coming to you live through the power of YouTube and the Geek Fortress to bring your Geeky Podcast number 2. So let me just fix this up a bit. Sorry, still doing trial and error. So I just want to make sure everything looks pristine. Pristine. That's a funny word. Alright. So let me make sure. Chat is enabled. Everything is good to go. Alright, let's see. Alright, perfect. We are live. We're good to go. Fantastic. How is everybody doing today, guys? Good morning. Good afternoon if you're watching this later. Good evening. Good bathroom break. You know the deal. Welcome to Geeky Podcast number 2, guys. The main thing we're going to be talking about today, that's going to be like our main event later, it's going to be why the WWE sucks so much right now. But before we get to that, there's a couple of other things that I want to go through. And that's how we're going to do it. We're going to start going through them one by one, and we'll take it from there. So, one of the first things that caught my eye this week, guys, is that DC announced 3 new animated movies that are going to come out, hopefully at some point in 2017, if not early 2018. And some of those movies are the following. And these are good movies, and one of them they already kind of had done in the past, but now they're going to be making it better, if you want to say, if you want to call it that way. So, the first one is Gotham by Gaslight. And for those of you guys who have never read, it's an Elseworld story. It takes place in another universe. It takes place in the 19th century, actually. So what we have is Batman versus Jack the Ripper. So that's what the story is about. I'm not going to tell you exactly what happens, just because in case you guys want to read it yourself, it's a great read. I highly, highly recommend it. It was written by Brian Augustine and Mar Mignola. So it is a great story. I would highly recommend it. So DC is going to make an animated movie of this. So we're going to get a Jack the Ripper version in a DC animated movie and a Batman from the 19th century, who's also a detective and is trying to figure out who Jack the Ripper is, etc., etc. Yeah, sounds good, right? It is good. Also, we have a new Suicide Squad movie coming out. And I know what you guys are thinking. We already had that Suicide movie a while back, but that one took place within the games universe, the Arkham Asylum games. This one doesn't. This one takes place in the regular universe. It's called Suicide Squad Hell to Pay. And also that's showing up at some point in 2017. I hope it's better than the actual movie we got. I mean, the Arkham movie that we got that takes place in the universe was good. I enjoyed it. It was a really good introduction of the Suicide Squad, but again, it takes place in the Arkham universe, and it wasn't really called Suicide Squad. So it wasn't officially a Suicide Squad movie. But with that said, the next movie is the one that I'm excited the most. As you guys know, I'm a huge Superman fan. And they are doing The Death of Superman and The Reign of Superman. Now, they already did or tried to do an attempt at a Death of Superman movie. Back in 2007, I believe, 7 or 8, they made the Superman Doomsday movie. And it wasn't that good, to be honest with you guys. It was a poor representation, because what they try to do is they try to fit everything into a 70-minute movie. And this story arc expands. It's Death of Superman, World Without Superman, and The Return of Superman. And then in between, there's also The Reign of the Superman, which happens in The Return of Superman, a story arc. So a lot of things happen in there. Something happens to Hal Jordan that after that pushes him to become Parallax. Well, it makes it easier for him because it fills him with fear. But that's something else. We'll talk about that in another occasion. But it's going to be a 2-part movie. So basically what it's going to be is going to be the Death of Superman movie, which is looking to come out at some point in 2017. Hopefully, knock on wood. And we have the Reign of the Superman movie, which is going to tackle the Return of Superman story arc as well. So that is good. that's good that they're dividing it into two movies. It's kind of what they did with the Dark Knight Returns DC animated movie, for those of you guys who have watched that. They know it's a long story, so they divided it into two so they could cover every single ground. So I'm very excited about that one, because DC, as we all know, they're really good with their animated movies. They may not be the best with their cinematic universe, but they deliver when it comes to the animated movies, and they do a great job. At least I believe they do. Now, what do you guys think about that? That is like my first topic that I wanted to hit today. And second thing that I wanted to install, guys, is install. Why did I say install? Because I saw installing my computer. Sorry about that. I want to talk about Nintendo for a second. Now, for those of you guys who like Nintendo, who grew up with Nintendo, know that you grew up with the NES. It was probably the first system that you ever played. And about a year ago, Nintendo released an NES Classic Edition, which was basically the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System, in a smaller version. It was like a small little cube, and you could play a certain amount of games in it. It came with Super Mario and other games. In any case, Nintendo released very few units. There weren't that many units at all. So nowadays, if you go on Amazon or eBay and you try to find it, people are trying to sell it for like $300. Now, market price for this was $50 when it first came out. So this is what's going to take me to my next point. Nintendo, it's actually releasing an SNES Classic, and that is the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. And it's going to have The Legend of Zelda. It's going to have a whole bunch of good games. And they're saying that they're going to be making more of these units. I guess they learned their lesson. But I want to go to the fact that Nintendo makes so much money with the NES Classic. They make tons of money. But they decided to just cut the production of it and then not give us any more NES Classic. Myself, I wasn't one of the ones who was able to get one. But if they have the means of making money, of making that cheddar, you know, I feel like they don't know, or I don't know who advises them, but I would be making that thing for at least a year. I would be manufacturing, and I would be getting my money back. I mean, how much should it cost to make these things? I don't think it's that much. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. But hey, so the thing that I'm going to next is Walmart had a pre-order page for the SNES Classic, and thousands of people pre-ordered. You know, they were like, yes, I'm gonna get my SNES Classic. I'm excited about this. A couple of days ago, Walmart sends them an email. Oh, your reservation has been canceled, my friend. Yeah. I personally would have called corporate and just like vent, because these people thought that they were going to get the SNES, but no, it got canceled because of some glitch in the system. So, I don't know. Everything Nintendo related nowadays seems like it's like out there. I mean, the Switch, I like it. The Nintendo Switch, I'm not going to lie. There's not that many titles out there for it right now. And the controllers are a little small. But they have something working for them. So I'm not going to complain much about, or at all, about the Nintendo Switch. If you guys have played it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is a great console when you have it in personal mode, when it's like handheld mode. It's amazing. I have big fingers though, so it's a little hard for me to play with those little remotes, but besides the point. So Nintendo, it's still making those. So they're focusing more on their home console entertainments, but let's not forget that the NES and the SNES is how you guys got started. You know? Make more units of the NES Classic. I would get one. Even if you raise the price to $70. I mean, it's... just get it. Make it happen. If you make it happen, you will be getting more money. Do you not like money, Nintendo? Is that what's going on here? I'll take your money. But in any case, I don't mean to talk rude about Nintendo. Nintendo, if you watch this, please do not punch me. But I just had to get that out of my chest. Now, with that out of the discussion, I also want to bring up, for those of you who are Sims fans, The Sims 4. It's coming to PS4 and Xbox One on November 17th of this year. So that is going to be awesome. I personally like The Sims. I used to play The Sims 3 when it came out for PS3. So now The Sims 4 is going to come out for PS4 and Xbox One. So, did I say 360 before? Well, it's the Xbox One and the PS4. So I can't wait to get that and play it, because I do enjoy The Sims. I enjoy controlling other people's lives with my mouse and keyboard, or in this case, my controller. Yeah, true story. But that is a lot of people have been looking forward to this, because some people like playing on a computer, some people don't. And I personally prefer a controller. Don't kill me. I've never also had a gaming computer, or a computer strong enough that could handle games. But hey, sorry guys. Alright, so with that out of the way, I also have the lineup for August PlayStation Hours Plus free games, for those of you guys who have PlayStation Plus. So basically, this is a good one. We're getting Just Cause 3 for the PS4 for free, as long as you have PlayStation Plus. Yeah, I know. That's pretty cool. I'm sorry, I just like the Just Cause games. I never got to play the third one, but it looks like now I'm gonna be able to play it. So I'm excited about that. Just Cause 3 is, it's an open world game. It's really fun. None of you guys have ever played it, I recommend it. It seriously is good. Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, also for the PS4, will be free. Looks like Sony's stepping up a little with the free games. Good stuff. Super Motherload for the PS3, Snakeball for the PS3, and Downwell for the PS Vita and the PS4 respectively. It's what they call cross-play platform, so you're going to be able to play it on both systems. Now, level 22 for PlayStation Vita. For those of you guys who want a PlayStation Vita and still play it, awesome. I don't. I mean, I have one, but I don't play it. It's gathering dust somewhere over there. But that's not here or there. One of the other topics that I wanted to talk about today, guys, was the fact that Wonder Woman, the movie, passed Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 to become the highest grossing domestic summer blockbuster of this season. Well, summer of this season. Yeah. So, as I spoke about in my podcast last week, as much as that is a good thing that Wonder Woman has been such a hit, this DC cinematic universe needs more. Because, yes, Wonder Woman was good, everybody loved it, but it doesn't mean that we're out of the black waters as far as canceling everything else. Because Batman vs. Superman didn't do that well, Suicide Squad didn't do that well. Man of Steel is like the only good movie that they got going on besides Wonder Woman. Yes, I like Man of Steel. Yes, Superman destroyed the whole goddamn city, but so did the Avengers in Avengers, so shh. Alright? It's a superhero, it was his first time fighting. Stop it. Alright? Even Smallville got a piece of that destruction. So, I like this a lot. I like this for two facts. One, the fact that DC is coming back, it's coming back and saying, hey bro, we still got some more cheese in us. I don't know why I say cheese. Sauce in us. And we are going to keep fighting this because we are awesome. And I'm personally a huge DC fan. I mostly grew up mainly with DC. I mean, I knew Marvel because X-Men and Spider-Man, the classic Fantastic Four, all those cartoons that we would watch in the morning. But I want DC to succeed. As I had said before, a Justice League movie has been a dream of mine and is one of those things that I cannot wait for. And I really wanted to do well. I really wanted to do well. As a fan, as a fanboy, as a geek, as somebody who loves comic books and who respects the art, I really want them to succeed because I want to see more. I want to see a Flash movie, I want to see an Aquaman movie, and I want to see a good Green Lantern movie. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. A good Green Lantern movie, guys. That's it. Let's get a good one. No disrespect to Ryan Reynolds because it wasn't his fault that the writers were... But hey, we need a good Green Lantern movie. Even if you can't give us Hal Jordan, which I would prefer, give us Jon Stewart. Heck, give us Guy Gardner. I'll take that dick. Maybe he'll get angry and get the red ring. Another thing that I would like to see would be a Blackest Night movie. How awesome would that be? Can you imagine? Blackest Night movie? For those of you guys who don't know what Blackest Night is, get out. Get out right now. I'm just messing with you guys. But Blackest Night was one of the greatest events that DC has ever had. And I think that I would love to see... I know I would love to see an animated version of this or a live action. I'll take whichever. Whichever. I will take it. I would enjoy it. I would love it. And I would embrace it in my arms. But either way, I would like to see one. DC, if you're listening to this, animated, live action, whatever works for you, bro, just make it happen. Make it happen. It has been silent lately as to what is going to happen with Ben Affleck, whether he's living or not. He did make a statement saying that he's 100% with the project. I know we spoke about that last week. So I want to touch back on it right now. Because I was hearing people saying that Ben Affleck is too old to play Batman. And then they forget that half of the Avengers are in their 40s already. But hey, I understand where people come from. But at the same time, shut up. Alright? I know you guys are getting at, oh, Ben Affleck cannot keep his shape, blah, 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 blah. Well, listen to me. He was in great shape for Batman vs. Superman. And if he can transform his body, I mean, I would transform my body for $1 million, you know? I think they get paid more than that. But one of the things that always pisses me off is that why would you want to quit at being Batman? Come on. Who quits being Batman? Nobody. You don't quit being Batman. You don't quit being Superman. You don't quit being all these heroes. I mean, that's a dream job. I wish I had that job, you know? Who wants to quit being a superhero? Like, my whole life I wanted to play a superhero or be a superhero, whatever came first. I just haven't found any radioactive spiders to bite me, but that's not here or there. So why the hell would you want to quit being Batman? Come on, Ben. If you're watching this and you really want to quit, don't do it. I didn't have any faith in you at first, but now I like you. So don't do this to me. Thank you. Going a little more into Batman. For those of you guys who haven't heard, it was hinted, or well, not hinted, heavily told in the latest Suicide Squad comic book that Mr. Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, it's now a metahuman. Yeah. Am I Peruvian or Colombian? Oh, you were so close. You were so close. Guess again. Guess again. I'll give you a couple. Thank you for watching, first of all. Where was I? I got distracted there. Venezuela. Nope. You're on the right track, though. You are on the right track. You are in the South America section. So you're getting there. You're getting there. Nope. You're missing one more of the countries of the great Colombia that Simón Bolívar made. Come on. Come on. You'll get there. I know you will. I have faith in you. But, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Batman is now a metahuman, which was shown in the last Suicide Squad comic book. Amanda Waller comes in, and she is there to pick up two metahumans, being Killer Frost and Batman. Now, at some point, Batman was exposed to the nth metal, and by being exposed to the nth metal, something happened and he became a metahuman. They haven't explained yet what, how, or when. I mean, we know the when. It was during Joker's Endgame when he was exposed to the nth metal, and it's going to expand in the metal series going on right now with DC. So that is something that I wanted to touch briefly on. And nope, I'm not Cuban either. South America. Think of South America. Blonde gourmandises? Blonde gourmandises? Yeah, I'm not Cuban either. But I love their coffee. And their Cuban sandwiches. Amazing. Nope, I'm not from Uruguay. That's crazy. You're like going through almost every country, but you're forgetting. I'll give you a hint. Center of the world. Let's see if you get it from that. So yeah, now that I hit on those topics, nope, not Peruvian. No, I'm Ecuadorian. I'm from Ecuador. That's me. Ecuador. So that's one of the things that I wanted to hit. I look Peruvian. Thanks. Loco. I am a loco. Yes. Do I know you, blonde gourmandise? Do you know where I'm actually from? Or you're just messing with me? I like it. But thanks for watching in any case. But now we're going to get to our main event. And it is our main event, pun intended, because we're going to be talking about the WWE, guys. And why the hell is not as good as it used to be. When I was a kid, I used to watch WWE when I wasn't even supposed to be watching it, I guess, because of the violence or anything. I didn't care. I never tried that at home. I tried it at school, but not at home. I listened. But I enjoyed watching the WWE. My friends and I, we had different things that we used to do. We used to like play matches amongst ourselves, and we used to role play who we were. Like one guy was Stone Cold, the other guy was Kane, I was Chris Jericho. That's right. What's up? And I had all the action figures. I had the ring, the Titantron. For those of you guys who know exactly what I'm talking about, you know what I had. Beautiful pieces. I have them all lined up. I used to play with the wrestlers and everything. So I enjoy wrestling and what they call the Attitude Era. The Attitude Era was this section in wrestling that ended right around 2001, I want to say, where everything was just fantastic. I mean, we had Kane, good Kane. We had Stone Cold Steve Austin. We had The Rock, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, DX, them together, China. I mean, it was just a fantastic era in wrestling. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this today is because I watched the latest pay-per-view called Battleground, which was a SmackDown pay-per-view. And the more I watch, the more I'm saying to myself, why am I still watching this? Why? And it's a shame because I love wrestling. I have been to shows. I have the WWE Network. Yes, I have it. I enjoy the heck out of wrestling. Yes, I know it's fake. I know. You guys don't have to tell me that. But I like it. With that said, what is it now that storylines are stupid? Let me just talk about the whole Kurt Angle thing going on right now. Where out of nowhere, he has a freaking kid. Half black. And then a couple of days later, he goes and says, oh no, it's just for, for TV. He's not really my kid. So, they don't really keep the magic alive anymore. Which was one of the things that I loved about wrestling. And what is it? I mean, Triple H is one of the writers right now. For those of you guys who may or may not know, Triple H is not on the scene anymore. Triple H now does background stuff. He's in the back. He's the creator of NXT. So he's had great ideas. But I don't know if he's thinking about the things that he's writing. As much, I know some people say that, oh, just because it went PG doesn't mean that it went bad. But I stand to correct you and tell you that as soon as it went PG, it went to shit. I feel like, okay, maybe we had some things that were like, whoa, like when Edge had the live sex celebration with Lita. Yes, that was a little too much. But at the same time, back when we didn't have that rating, I feel like the WWE was such a better place, even with more opportunity. and more factions, more tag teams, more everything, better storylines. And nowadays we barely have a storyline that holds up. There's no factions anymore. I mean, what do we have? The New Day? Yes, I like the New Day. New Day rocks, and all that stuff. And now we have the Hardy Boys back, who Michael Cole keeps calling Team Extreme, but let's face it, Team Extreme was Lita, Matt, and Jeff. So, no, it's not Team Extreme, it's the Hardy Boys. So, Michael Cole, stop that shit. But we don't have those things that made the WWE, I mean, if we're talking back in the day, WWF, that made it so special, you know? And I don't know, there was something epic about Stone Cold coming in and stunning everybody, including the President of the United States, Donald Trump. Yes, he did that. And I don't know, I enjoyed watching this. And now, it's like everything is just so, I hate to say it, but it's fake, but it looks fake, you know? Don't get me wrong, there are amazing moments. I mean, we go, this is awesome, and everything. But at the same time, there isn't enough, I guess I would say. But again, maybe I'm just nitpicking. But yes, as the PG era hit, is it PG or G? I think it's PG. Yeah, it is PG. I feel like we haven't been able to take back that essence that made wrestling as good as it was. And what I personally think is going on with WWE that is making it wow is that I feel like they're not exploring, because even in a PG environment, I feel like you could make it happen. You could explore and you could make a good storyline happen. I don't know, make more factions, get more people, hire more people. You have talent. You have great people. You have Samoa Joe. You have Sami Zayn. You have, from the women, you have Charlotte Flair, who's one of the best damn wrestlers I have ever seen in my life. And I mean in general. I don't care if you're man or woman. She's a great wrestler. She will do things that Dean Ambrose won't do. You know? I mean, freaking moonsault from the third rope onto the outside of the ring? No, I don't think so. All Dean Ambrose does is that whoop-de-doo thing, and that's it. And you have Charlotte Flair, who will go so far to entertain us. So you have the talent. Vince, my man. Triple H, Paul, if you're listening, stop overthinking it and just make good storylines. Even if just with the women, so that the women can hold up the fort while the men are doing their thing. I mean, Baron Corbin, for example, they've been trying to give this guy a push since he won the Andrew the Giant Memorial Rumble battle. So when I finally listened, he's no longer the Andrew the Giant winner. Now he's Mr. Money in the Bank. I mean, just I like the guy, but maybe you should start doing something else. Like The Miz, Intercontinental Champion, it's always either The Miz or Dean Ambrose. He makes me want to hate The Miz. Yes, he's good. He's a good actor. He's good at playing the bad guy. But give the freaking title to somebody else. I don't get, why is it so hard? Give other people shots. And the whole Jinder Mahal thing, don't even get me started on that. Yes, the guy was a no-name like 2 days ago. And then out of nowhere, he's a champion now. And now that he's got the two lackeys with him, and now the Great Khali is back. Yes, that happened at Battleground, guys. The Great Khali is back. Yeah. So, now that the Great Khali is back, it's just one of those things that, okay, so you're bringing back people, but you don't know what to do with them. Like, they brought back Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy, but I feel like they haven't gone anywhere. Yes, they won the championships, the tag team championships for Raw, but now what? They lost it again. There's no angles. There's no other good factions that you could say, okay, we're going to put the Hardy Boys versus, like back in the day, DX, or versus Right to Censor, like back in the day, you know? I feel like, I don't know, it's like they gotta get their heads out of their asses. See, now I'm bringing it back to the Attitude Era language, and open a can of whoop ass on this writing, you know? Even when Goldberg came back, that was one of the most disappointing things I have ever seen in my life. And I hate to say that because Goldberg is one of my all-time favorites. But you could tell that the man couldn't wrestle anymore. He just wanted to do a couple of things, take a couple of suplex, take a couple of punches to the face. Not even. I mean, all his matches were no longer than 10 minutes. The first match when he beat Brock Lesnar was like, what, 60 seconds? It was a huge disappointment. And he even went outside of camera and admitted that being back was a pain in the ass because of all the training he had to do, and he's now older. And hey, let's admit it, all it was a cheap plug for the new game coming out at the time where you could be Goldberg. That's it. That's what it comes down to, guys. So maybe if they focus a little less on promoting the WWE Network and promoting their games and promoting Fandango and Tyler Breezango, although ironically that's one of the funniest things going on right now, maybe they could do something else and they could be good again. Make WWE great again, right? So you have the wrestlers, you have the talent, you have the writers. I mean, I'm sure Vince is going in the background like, you're fired. You're fired too. But it's not enough, you know. Need to step up the game. They need to get us back into that action that we used to love so much. But what do you guys think about the WWE? What do you guys think about all the topics we spoke about today? What was your favorite topic of the day, guys? Let me know in the comment section below. With that, we're going to call this podcast finito. We're going into 32 minutes. As the days go by and these podcasts keep going, I will try to see if I can make it longer. But as of right now, I've spoken to you guys about everything I wanted to speak to you guys about. So that's good. So now you guys know about Batman being a metahuman, in case you guys didn't know. For more news and details like this on everything geeky related, guys, please don't forget to follow us on Facebook. We have a Facebook group and a Facebook fan page as well, where everybody's always posting. And we have other YouTubers there, like Professor Bill from Comic Book University, who are there daily. We're both administrators on the page, and we have fun in it, guys. We have over 1,000 members. We have fun, so go check it out. Also, don't forget I have a contest going on right now, guys. As soon as we hit 200 subscribers, I will give away a $10 gift card for Amazon. And then once we get more prices will come. Details are going to be in the description below for all the contest rules that are happening right now. But basically, the more subs we get, guys, the more stuff we'll be giving away at random. But that's it for today, guys. I want to thank everybody who watched me today. Thank you so much. You guys have been awesome. And let me know in the comment section below, what else would you like to see in these podcasts? We're just getting started, so we're molding it into something awesome. Yep. Any last statements? Vince, Triple H, cut that shit out. Be good again. We missed the Attitude Era. I know it's not going to come back, but hey. And Ben Affleck, remember, don't quit. You don't quit being Batman. You sissy. Stop it. Thank you so much, guys. Stay awesome and geek on. Lou is out.